Hello Year 3, it is Thursday the 28th of January and this is our topic lesson for week 4. So today we are learning to understand what needs to be done in order to save our world. To be successful today, we are going to understand current issues our planet is facing, and we're going to be able to recall ways in which we can help our planet with these issues. Okay, so I want you to think back to our topic lesson 2 weeks ago, or last week, and our letter writing to Mr. Boris Johnson, our Prime Minister. And I want you to have a think now about what issues our planet is currently facing. What are the issues that our planet is facing? Pause the video now and have a think. Here are some problems that you might have thought of. Global warming, deforestation, a thinner ozone layer, water pollution, destroyed habitats, litter, and air pollution. All of these things at the moment are causing our planet great problems. So what can we do to help? Pause the video now and think about different ways that we could help our planet to solve these problems or to make these issues better. Here are some of the things that you may have thought of. Recycle. Turn off resources when we're not using them, like the lights, televisions, Xboxes and PlayStations. Pick up litter. Have showers, not baths. Preserve energy. Plant more trees and plants. Eat less meat, because this will mean less farming and therefore less methane will be going up into our air. Use electric cars and use more renewable energy. Do you know who this is? How do you know her? Pause the video and have a think. Greta has been in the news recently, and for reasons that relate to our topic. Let's see why.
My message is that we'll be watching you. This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words, and yet I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you? For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing enough when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight? You say you hear us and that you understand the urgency. But no matter how sad and angry I am, I do not want to believe that. Because if you really understood the situation and still kept on failing to act, then you would be evil, and that I refuse to believe. The popular idea of cutting our emissions in half in 10 years only gives us a 50% chance of staying below 1.5 degrees and the risk of setting off irreversible chain reactions beyond human control. 50% may be acceptable to you, but those numbers do not include tipping points, most feedback loops, additional warming hidden by toxic air pollution, or the aspects of equity and climate justice. They also rely on my generation sucking hundreds of billions of tons of your CO2 out of the air with technologies that barely exist. So a 50% risk is simply not acceptable. unacceptable to us, we who have to live with the consequences. To have a 67% chance of staying below a 1.5 degrees of global temperature rise, the best odds given by the IPCC, the world had 420 gigatons of CO2 left to emit back on January 1st, 2018. Today that figure is already down to less than 350 gigatons. How dare you pretend that this can be solved with just business as usual and some technical solutions? With today's emissions levels, that remaining CO2 budget will be entirely gone within less than 8.5 years. There will not be any solutions or plans presented in line with these figures here today, because these numbers are too uncomfortable and you are still not mature enough to tell it like it is. You are failing us, but the young people are starting to understand your betrayal. The eyes of all future generations are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you. We will not let you get away with this. Right here, right now, is where we draw the line. The world is waking up, and change is coming whether you like it or not. Thank you.
In that video, Greta is speaking to world leaders about her disappointment in how seriously they have taken the issues that our planet is facing and how little they have done to stop this damage or even to slow it down. She is doing super things to help our planet, and she is speaking up for what she believes in the hope that world leaders start to listen and start to do more to help. Now, your activity today is going to be to design your own superhero that will save the environment, a bit like Greta. What will your superhero superpower be? Maybe it could be destroying litter, switching lights off, or turning taps off. Or could it be recycling? Could their power relate to one of these issues? Could they help one of these issues? Could their superpower be to be one of these things? Are they going to need anything to help them? Maybe a piece of equipment, maybe a sidekick. Maybe they need something to help them on their mission to save the planet. We have emailed a template to you that looks like this, so you can choose which template you use, or you could draw your own if you want to. You could completely draw your own superhero. What you need to do is to design your superhero and their outfit. You need to give them a name, and you need to explain and write around your superhero what their superpower is. What are they doing to help the planet? And then if you're going to have a gadget or a machine or a sidekick, you also need to design that as well and explain what their job is. So what is the gadget's job or the machine's job or the sidekick's job? How are they going to help the superhero with their mission to save the planet? Okay, it's now time for you to start. Please don't forget that your Year 3 teachers would love to see what you've been getting up to. So you can either take a picture and tweet it and tag at Swingate Primary, or you can send a photo to the Year 3 email address so that we can see your fantastic designs. Good luck, everybody. See you next time.